Okay, so today something arrived in the post, and it came all the way from America, that I got to go with my Hoover Turbolite. As you can see, I've had this for quite a few months. I did have a Turbolite a while ago, but I sold it on to another collector, which happens to be a good friend of mine. But then I decided I wanted another one, so when I spotted this one on eBay, I grabbed it, and this is the one I've had ever since. So it's on the UK market, this was branded Turbolite, but in the USA it was branded Elite. But it's essentially, this machine, Turbolite, is essentially an Elite 200. But this in the UK in 1988 to 1989 was the very basic, the most basic Hoover upright that you could have bought. It doesn't have any height adjustment, headlight, no features, no onboard tools, anything. So it was the most basic model. And I think, in fact, in America, the Elite 200 was the most basic Elite out of the lineup they had as well. But anyway, what I got to go with this is the Hoover Elite cleaning tools. These are pan converter tools. Of course they'll fit because it's exactly the same machine basically, apart from the lettering and the voltage. So Hoover keeps making it better. Not so sure they do these days. Maybe back then they did. In fact, funnily enough, when in Hoover in America, when they changed their slogan to Hoover keeps making it better, that's when the Hoover company actually sold to Maytag, which I found pretty ironic, how they'd use that slogan. But anyway, so it says in the box we get the converter, the multi-purpose brush, crevice tool wand and hose assembly. And it's model U4913. And she looks to be cleaning her curtains there with her Elite. And the sofa there. Oh, I don't have a dress and high heels. I hope I can still use these tools. Anyway, that's that. What's it say on the back? Again, Hoover keeps making it better. Hoover Company, North Canton, Ohio, 44720. Fine appliances around the house, around the world, made in USA. So, of course, I could have waited a long time for the Turbolite box set to pop up on eBay UK, but I really wanted to try these out and see what the hose suction was like. So, I found these and bought them. So, of course, we have our hose assembly. We've got the wand. These look to be pretty good condition, like they've hardly been used. Got the pan converter, the multi-purpose brush, which unfortunately the brush doesn't come off, but anyway, and the crevice tool. And I also found a couple of extras in here which I didn't expect to find. Some old Type A bags packaging there, and there's also a newspaper cutting, or whatever you want to call it, obviously an American newspaper cutting, tabloid style, which is from 91, I believe. Yes, 2nd of the 4th, 91. I know in America they do the date the opposite way around. They do month, day and year, whereas in the UK we do day, month and year, so it can get a bit confusing. But yeah, 2nd of January, February, March. Yeah, 2nd of April 1991. Also in here we have the operational instructions for the Elite 200, or in my case Turbolite, which was nice. I didn't know it came with these. That's that. And of course how to attach the cleaning tools and service locations there. So I'm only going to be using the multi-purpose brush, so I'm going to put those two back in there. That's that. Now when I first tried these, I put the pan converter on and the suction was very weak. Absolutely, it was appalling. and there was a very loud hissing noise. It was almost unbearable to my ears when I first tried it. And I realised that they didn't have any seal around the pan converter. And I thought, that's strange, it's a bit silly really, that they wouldn't put a seal around it. Because, I mean, that's what creates the seal and keeps the suction in. And sure enough, in the one of the cupboards in the kitchen, I found this double-sided tape that was like a spongy type thing, but it was thin enough. And I could just cut it down to fit in this slot here. It was about that wide. But I've put that all the way around and then coated the top side of the tape with flour to make it not sticky. And now I've got a little seal around my pan converter, so the suction's a lot stronger and no hissing noise, which is good. So anyone that has these, that might be something you want to try if you ever use these tools, which I'm pretty sure you wouldn't do, because they're not brilliant. But anyway, it says warning: turn off cleaner when attaching the removing converter. So we tip the machine on its back, and we have the brush roll under there. You have to hook it on at the bottom first. Obviously it matches up with the base plate, pretty self-explanatory. You just line it up like that with those two catches at the bottom, and then push it up and it clicks on. You have to sort of push it down as you're doing this. It's difficult with one hand. There we go. There we are, and that's clicked in. So it looks like. Turn it upright again and attach the very cheap hose. This hose is appalling. I mean, look at that. The crinkles sort of stay in it. Very cheap hose. The ones we got with our turbo powers in the UK had a nice stretch hose. I think it was called Hoover Flex hose. But that pushes onto those little pips there, which might be nigh on impossible to do with one hand without getting something behind it to steady it. Use my foot here. There we go. So now I'm going to attach the little all-purpose brush thing. It's not really a comprehensive tool set, to be honest. The ones we got with the turbo powers in the UK that didn't have onboard tools, so you got a pan converter, a stretch hose, an upholstery tool, a dusting brush, an extension one, and a crevice tool. But with this, it's a bit lacking really, but there you go. They probably weren't all that expensive, considering it was quite low end, the Elite 200 or Turbolite. That's probably one of the reasons why the toolkit wasn't that comprehensive. But anyway, I'll put some, I think these are lentils, I'm not sure which ones these are. Oh, green lentils. Sort of foreign, I think. But not that that matters, but they don't show up too well on this floor, but we'll have a go. Sorry about all the shadow. Let's get this horrible non-stretchy hose out the way. So off we go. Turn it on here. There you go. And yes, the brush roll bearings in this could be better, but there you go. So, oh, we've missed a couple there. Shift those out the way. Just pop the hose off. There we go. and just turn it back over and pop off the pan converter. I don't know if you're meant to press these down, but it seems to pop off easily just pulling it like that. And oh, got a couple that escaped. A couple there that escaped. There you go. The suction isn't bad, I suppose. The suction on the turbo powers that we got here in the UK was certainly stronger than that, but there you go. So there we go. I have now cleaning tools for my Hoover Turbolite. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.